Hi guys, I'm Sam,
You tell me.
and this is our channel. It's called Salmon Friends, as a play on salmon, or Sam, and
That was his genius idea.
I got some ideas. So this is kind of, we've been, well, our hope for the channel is it's really going to be kind of our brainchild. It's going to have a lot of different shows on it. This is one of them. It's going to be a podcast. I came up with the name Virtual Best Friends. Both pretty cool with that name, so that's probably going to be what we stick with. We have another channel that I'm going to make called Brutal Doodle, which is like a drawing show if you're familiar with like the Drawfee channel or even Doodle Dudes. Maybe do some gameplays here and there, but this is kind of be our base one for now, is our podcast. And you don't know who we are yet. So, yeah, I think we should give it a little background on who we are. We met in high school, me and Tony.
Sophomore year.
But was it sophomore year?
Sophomore year in Miss Bachman's math class.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that we were in that together.
Yep.
And we didn't really, we knew each other, but we didn't really become good friends until,
Yeah, we mainly knew each other from our mutual friend Jordan Hernandez.
and Doggo.
And Doggo. But
Yeah.
mostly Jordan because he was in our math class too.
Yeah, and it's funny because I was, really, the emo kid. And
Yes.
and I've always loved like Star Wars and stuff like that, but I was just the emo kid, so you wouldn't be able to tell that from me. Whereas Jordan was he was an emo kid, but he also very evidently liked Star Wars and stuff like that too. So that's kind of, I don't know, if I'm on one extreme and you're on the other, Jordan was right in the middle.
Yeah, it's right in the middle.
Which is kind of funny. That's kind of how we became friends. I don't think without that we would have really known that we
Not at
had
all,
similar
because
interests.
Especially, I think it was probably towards the end of sophomore year. We took our final, and our teacher had put on The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh,
And
yeah.
both, I'm sure both of us were just sitting there watching it, but we didn't notice.
No,
we
that
were just-
that had been junior year.
that was sophomore year.
I didn't have it sophomore year. That was junior year.
Was it junior
It
year?
had been junior year. Which
I'm an idiot. So
which
that
for
was
us
junior
that
year.
was 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
So we've known each other for about 6 years, but again, didn't really become good friends until 5-6 months ago.
Yep. Because we were in that, the things we think are cool probably aren't cool to talk about in school. Dr. Seuss.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's funny because the way we kind of became friends. How did we start talking? It was around the time The Force Awakens.
It was definitely, yes.
Yeah,
Force
because
Awakens came out. You had seen it a day or two earlier than I did.
yeah, I saw it the day earlier.
Yeah, you saw it on the 17th on a Thursday, and I was following you on Instagram, and Doggo had put in the comments like, "Good luck, let me know how it is," and I said I'd love to talk about it with you guys afterwards. I see you tomorrow at 11:30. Blah 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 blah.
Because you were right. Because I didn't start buying tickets online until we started going to movies together. I've always bought them.
Yeah.
Go to the movie and pick it out then and there.
You took a picture of the ticket.
Yeah.
It said Star Wars.
So
7
because you
or
probably
whatever.
bought it before, huh?
I pre-ordered it as soon as the
I
trailer dropped.
I do guerrilla stuff. I just go in and fucking find a seat.
Yeah.
And I didn't start buying tickets online until we started hanging out more.
Yeah.
But and then I think from there you made a group chat with me,
Mm-hmm.
Jordan, our friend Doggo, who's also a nerdy guy, and then of course you.
Yeah, and before it just said all of our names, and then I cleverly put the second order.
Yeah, off the first order.
If you don't know what that means, then
You're probably
you're
wrong. You're probably
watching this.
You're probably on the wrong channel.
go watch Smosh or something. But
Yeah, but I think from that you and I really because we knew each other and we were like, oh, Star Wars, and we kicked it off really fast, whereas Jordan and Doggo kind of just didn't respond as much, and I don't know. I think that's how they don't always respond very much in group chats.
so really, if we were to thank anyone or anything, it would be Jordan and Doggo and Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Yeah, that's how we became good friends.
Because
And then I think it's funny because even this happened maybe 2 years ago, we only talked Star Wars. We didn't talk about anything else.
Yep.
And then I saw you at the Sprint store. Remember that?
Yeah.
And I remember I don't know what to say to this guy other than Star Wars. So it was really awkward. I was like, Star Wars? Yeah, I remember really awkward. I don't know how to talk to this guy.
I remember because we were probably talking that whole week about it, and then I see him at Sprint because I had just gotten out of the gym. I was doing something with my phone, getting a new charger.
I just got in the gym too. It's
Yeah,
funny.
I was getting a new charger. I saw him, and I messaged him on Instagram. I said, "I'm looking at you" or something like that.
Oh no, you said I see you. I was
I
like,
see you.
what the
And
fuck?
then
And then
you're like, what the fuck?
who
You see me.
are you with?
My dad.
Oh, it's your dad?
Yeah. And then what was like the one thing you said? Like, are you excited about Rogue One?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
we hadn't been talking
I
about
was
that
like,
all
so
week.
because because we never really talked much in person. But
We
it's like
thought all
because we
had
were
was-
talking like a lot on
I
Instagram,
know.
but we just fucking talked
Like it was mostly Star Wars, a little bit of Marvel and DC there. Now it's just all of it.
yeah, and because I'm
Man.
like I don't know what to say to this guy.
So
A
you're
lot.
excited for Rogue One?
Yeah, you're like yeah, dipshit. That's all we're talking about. Like oh,
Like,
cool.
pretty sure I just told you about like the book that I just read before it, and
Yeah.
we're just like, oh, cool.
Well, it's funny also that you mentioned that like I don't know, but we because we started this podcast. This is not our first podcast together. We did what 2 others, 3 others.
We did our first one back in, I want to say April.
Yeah, because I had just finished school.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because we did it at my school, and I wasn't
Yeah.
there anymore.
Yeah, we did it at his school in a spare room.
And then we did it again, just you and me, right?
Yeah.
Was it in that room too?
Believe so.
Yeah. Then we only did 2, huh?
It was you, me, Ruben, and Daniel, and then
Yeah.
you, me, and Daniel, and then Daniel left early. Then it was just you and me. And we were editing the first video. And we
Yeah.
never put
So was
up.
it 2 or 3? Anyway, we regardless, we've done some podcasts before, tested it out, worked it out, and originally this was just a nerdy,
Yeah.
like nerd. I think we called it like nerd talk or something fucking stupid like that.
Something like that.
And so I don't know. I think from now I'm like I don't want to just narrow our focus to just that. Of course, have a lot of that in there because that's
who we are.
That's our interest. But I also want to make this about other things, life and even philosophy if you want to get into that or whatnot, and music maybe. But
If we had tried to do this in high school, it would have just all been nerd stuff. But we're 22 now.
yeah.
We've experienced more stuff.
I mean, not that we've done a whole lot, but I don't know. It's just I think we have more to say now than just
Yeah.
nerd stuff. So that's it. I mean, again, we're still. This is probably gonna be our first video on the channel.
Yeah.
So the set's probably definitely gonna change. Probably get some better equipment.
We'll have props. We'll have.
Yeah, this is just what we had to do right now.
Yeah.
We should probably go back to the first room and see if we can salvage anything in there because it was a pretty good setting, but it was just kind of really bland looking.
Yeah. We just had a big green screen background. We had an idea for the green screen background, but we knew we weren't going to be filming it there all the time because we wanted to grow, expand, and
yeah.
At some
It
point
was
we wanna
literally
have
it was a
kind of
room. It was a
studio.
room that was wall to wall painted green because
Yeah.
I went to school at a graphic arts school, or that's what I did at that school. So there's a room that they had there for like video stuff. We never fucking used it for that. I don't know what the happened to that, or what they even used it for.
Right.
But there's a room there that was for green screen, and we took advantage of it because no one was there, or someone was there, but he's like, "Oh, I'll just fucking leave."
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh, that's cool. You want to do a podcast? And just let me know when you're done." And
Yeah, he's a cool dude, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna be it. Just be excited for us. Any other remarks for the channel? I'm excited for it to grow. It's gonna be, of course, me and him. I'm Salmon, he's friend. But we're also gonna have. I want to bring in recurring friends, other friends, because I of course I went to art school, so I have friends that do art. That maybe we could work into Brutal Doodle. That's so hard to say. Brutal Doodle.
Brutal Doodle.
And maybe some other friends that we can bring in for gameplays when we do start doing gameplays.
Yeah.
I know Let's Plays are kind of played out, pun, but I think we can offer something a little different. I think
Yeah.
our personality is kind of maybe something we can do differently.
So if you're afraid that it's just going to be us two yapping about things that you might
You're
not
in the
care
right
about,
place.
don't worry. We will have other people on the channel. Sometimes I might not be here. Sometimes he might not be there. Sometimes
It's
we might just have somebody
Yeah,
and a couple of other friends just do a show and then
yeah.
show it to us. And we'll put
It's
it
gonna
up.
be a community thing. I think I'm just by way of me being Salmon. I think I'm kind of spearheaded, but I would love to eventually even not even have my hands on some episodes. I'm probably
This
gonna.
was his idea. The original podcast that we were doing months ago was his idea. It was gonna be. He was the spearhead of it.
Well, I want it to be equally ours, and I still
Yeah.
want this podcast specifically to be equally ours.
Yeah.
Whereas the channel is kind of I kind of want to have a hand on the overall of it. This specifically is going to be ours.
Yeah.
But other shows, like I don't think you're gonna be involved much in Brutal Doodle. I'd love to have you on.
Yeah.
When we do gameplays, it's probably gonna be mostly me and you.
Yeah.
With some other friends, but I definitely.
You have me on Brutal Doodle. It's gonna be a comedy show. But
That's kind of. I mean, it's good. Maybe we should have you on then. I
Yeah.
definitely want to play. I was thinking about gameplays we can do. I definitely want to do Force Unleashed with you.
Force Unleashed. We are not doing Battlefront 2 because that game is shit now.
I played Battlefront 1. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Well, not the one that came out in 2016. Whenever the fuck
2015, yeah.
Is it that old already? Shit.
Yep.
Um,
I would do a walkthrough of the story mode on Battlefront 2, but even that is just like kind of copying the Force Awakens.
I rather do like more niche games, I guess. Like,
yeah.
Like Force Unleashed, I think would be a perfect game to do. 'Cause it's so fucking bizarre and awesome.
And if that's another thing I wanted to say with the Star Wars stuff is he just mentioned the Force Unleashed, which is not canon. We're not just gonna be doing.
Oh yeah.
We're not just gonna be doing canon. We're gonna be doing everything.
Well, I've also
everything Star Wars.
I also not played a lot of I didn't play Republic. I didn't play Knights of the Republic.
I didn't play that.
There's a lot of games I didn't play that I actually think would be like I've played no Zeldas.
Yeah.
Ever. So I kind of wanna
I played one. I played Wind Waker on GameCube.
I didn't play any of them. So I kind of want to do like maybe like my first time playing them or something like that to that extent.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited for this. I think that you
and
know
because you guys don't know us, you're not gonna be like in the comments screaming at us. But people that know us, people that know me specifically, when I tell them I haven't played Knights of the Old Republic, they want to slap me in the face. They want to say, "How are you and you've never played that game?"
I was getting laid at the time, dude.
Yeah, it's like I was. It was
I'm
2003. I was like on drugs. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. At 6 years old.
6 years old. Yep.
But yeah, I'm excited to just. This is gonna be kind of our avenue for a while, and I'm excited that we're both pretty young, so I know we don't have a lot of life advice to offer, but I do think we have some knowledge that we can give off. I think we're pretty likable.
I like you.
I kind of like you.
Yeah. That's good.
So we'll see where it goes. I guess that's really it for this part. You know, if you've stayed this far, thank you for watching, and
feel free to offer any constructive criticism.
Comments welcome, of course. We still have to make a Twitter for our channel and whatnot. So if you want to reach us on there, we'll link it later on. Maybe not in this video, maybe the next one. We're still in the very infant phases of this so far.
This is literally from the time he talked about the YouTube channel to now. This is the first time we're meeting since.
Yeah. So we're excited. So yeah, you know, if you stayed this far, if you like this, thank you so much. If you don't like it, maybe check out some other videos on the channel. We're going to upload some more, and maybe you will like some of those. And if not, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They ready for you then, mate. That's it for now. Cool. You know, hopefully to next time. Thanks.
That's Salmon on Friends.
Yeah.